some of these, certifications or delegations, have been in place in various countries for a long while. Certainly, the Middle East has had them for 10 or 15 years. South Africa, the UK, the States, they have all carried them. So, in context, we've brought a very Australian flavour to it, and we've long fought hard to bring that credibility to our profession. And I think it's an important scheme because it sets that baseline. Um, and I suppose it does two things. It provides a level of understanding, non-communicated understanding amongst stakeholders, government agencies, regulators, and practicing professionals to appreciate that we'll provide something of quality and guidance. And at the core level, it means that it will help facilitate, good practice. It should also mean that with a REAP on board, it doesn't necessarily just limit impact assessment, not removing consultation, which in itself is very important, but the actual assessment or impact statement documentation, which is often the end product of a long process. So the REAP there should be there to be engaging through that process throughout, and I think that's important because their knowledge can help with decision making and informing. And if you remember, an impact statement is a statement of a process, and the REAP is actually embedded in an assessment process, and that assessment process starts from, or should start from, a concept or pre-concept or a feasibility on a piece of paper. So having that voice in the room full of a set of, designers or engineers, or other, non-environmental specialists, is quite powerful, because it allows early decisions to be made with good effect. So by extension, for example, we can drive an agenda by saying, look, you have to design with by demonstrating an enhanced outcome. You can't set out your parameters for design and then just wait for the impact assessment just to deal with whatever you've come up with. It just means that the whole process is tightened up, and therefore it means that once it hits the regulatory process and goes into the assessment framework, accounts be a far quicker, fluid, and more robust process.